Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Live with Purpose live streams. I'm your host, Mr. Ron Kwok. How are you guys doing tonight? Ground Fog with the first one, waving his hand. What's up, Ground Fog? Ian, what's up, you crayon eaters, you devil dogs, something. We're gonna get it done this week. You are aggressive tonight. What's up, Ian? Hey, first and foremost, I want to let y'all know that my audio is lower than usual in the ears, so if you can't hear me, let me know and I will make the appropriate changes. Music too low, too high, voice too high, too low, whatever that may be, let me know. All right. Mia Haruno in the house says hello, everyone. Live with Purpose. What's up, Mia? Good to see you as always. Fook Dusel says hey. Kavi waves. What's up? How y'all doing? Mike and Ike says, where's the party ass? Right here, Mike. It's right here. So today's topic, we're talking about wallets. Last week we took a swing at slings. That rhymed, and I wasn't trying to, but this week we're checking out wallets. I got my bucket of wallets and keys and stuff here. Big old bucket of things. But there are a few wallets that I wanted to talk about, and honestly, we could take a step back and talk about the fact that we may not even need wallets in 2024. So let me know right now, what are y'all carrying? What kind of wallets do you have in your pockets, if at all? Because there's this little something called Apple Pay, Google Pay, all that good stuff, Venmo, and it allows you to just simply send money, pay others, do a little NFC tap, and everything is all paid for. So there are a lot of reasons why you may not want to carry a wallet in this year 2024, but I've got my reasons on why I would. Let's start off with the wallet that I have in my pockets. This is the Groove wallet. All right, this is the Trace. So it's cool because it has a built-in GPS tracker, which I haven't needed to use yet because I've been trying to be diligent about where I put my things. But basically here, I'm gonna take out my real cards because, you know, safety. But one of the most useful things I've ever done for myself as an EDC creator is buy a bunch of these. These are just empty plastic cards, you know, nothing on them, and it allows me to model all my wallets, show how things fit into things without worrying about displaying personal information. So this is the Groove Wallet Trace, and you just slide the whole faceplate up, and then it cascades your cards up to 6 cards, I believe, depending on the thickness of them. And this is kind of cool because it takes the whole plate and slides it up and allows you quick access, and it cascades them so that you can see where the card is at, the one you need to reach in and grab that. Also has a money clip on the other side if you wanted to keep some cash in there. So that's what I have in my pocket right now. However, I don't think that this is the best wallet I've ever used. There are a few I wanted to talk about tonight, but Chris Valdez says the only wallet that matters is the Cruiser. Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that. I've tried the Cruiser personally. I think it's a little too big for me because it does a lot of things that typical wallets don't. You know what I mean? There's a modular loop field on the back that allows you to put on, you know what? I think pictures and videos are a lot better than words. So why don't we search this up? I'm gonna throw this in here. Let's see if I can find it. Ah, here we go. Chris, what number are we on with the Cruisers? Are we, because I see on Inky's website there's a Cruiser 5, but is there, like, you know, are we on number 6, number 8, the 4.0? Let me know. So here, we're gonna just run it. So this is the Cruiser 5, okay? And as you see, it's a little wider than your typical, like, slim minimal card holder, which this isn't trying to be. There's a whole loop field here. Inky collab, this one. Congrats, by the way, Alan, on your retirement. Congrats. What are you going to be doing now? You're going to be going full in on EDC, aren't you? I'm fairly certain. But there's a loop field on here for you to display your most coveted EDC Ranger Eyes. But then on the back side, I think on the other side, is there a picture of the other side? We got to see what the actual wallet may be, guys. So let's see. Each hand crafted, hand stitched. And I think it's what? There's a hidden wallet in the middle with hook and loop, center divider. So, oh, here we go. Cruise 6 pre-order. So there are 6 versions. So this is a better picture in that it's open, so you can actually see how many pockets are inside. There's 1, 2, 3, and on each side. And you could probably put full bills in there if you didn't want to fold them up and stick them in there. And then on the other side, you've got loop on both. So one side could be for a modular, you know, elastic or anything like that, and the others could be for your Ranger Eyes, right? So that's the Cruiser. Hi, Tide says, speaking of the Cruiser, hey, hi, Tide. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing, dude? Caught you on replay crew last time, but glad you're here. Let's see. High Tide. Oh, here we go. High Tide's got something to show. Here, let's see. Can I copy this? Go to site. Here we go. What'd you just send me, High Tide? See, that's what I'm talking. That's a product photo right there. You can see exactly what's up. Got the bokeh in the back, so it stands out. What? In collaboration with My Cruise EDC. Okay, so I think this is High Tide's take on the modular side of things. Okay, so these are Big Papa and Beer Bomb slips made for your cruiser wallet. So it's a slip for your beer bomb, the notorious EDC beer bomb, or Big Papa is a thicker version of it with hook on the backside, so it's compatible with the loop that's on this cruiser wallet. Did I get that right? I want to make sure I do you justice there, Brandon. But I think, is this part of it as well? Or is it the whole piece? Okay, beer bomb. All right, I think it's just the beer bomb itself. I think the elastics isn't part of it, but look at that. Brandon, High Tide EDC, you really outdid yourself on this one. You retain the face and everything here. It looks good, man. So if you guys are into notorious EDC beer bombs, Big Papas, and you want some leather shrouds to protect your beer bomb, you hit up Mr. High Tide EDC right there. The link is right there for you, all right? But needless to say, that wallet is very kitted toward EDC enthusiasts that want to do the thing with the Ranger eyes, with showing off their best and brightest, to show off those knives, the beer bombs, all that good stuff. But there's a variety of wallets that I've tried in the past that I mean, it suits different needs, right? For me, I'm a super minimalist. So what? Earl Oliver, a new member, what do you say? Earl Oliver with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Earl. Always coming through hard, clutch with those 5 who became members tonight. We got Serial Hobbyist, we got TR EDC 78. Tim, I wish I led with that. Tim, welcome. Henry G was gifted. Marco David was gifted, and Phytonics Ian was gifted a membership. Y'all can thank Earl, your resident EDC enthusiast in the house. Earl Lollibert in the house. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Ian's looking forward to the 6.0.1. What's the 0.1? What's the 0.1 edition? Ian says detailed as F. Yes. Chris says the 8.0 is the highest it goes. And the 6.0 is exclusive to Inky. Okay, so what does the 8 look like? Because I don't know if I can search it. Cruise wallets 8.0. Oh, see, now it's coming up with a completely different like product. Cruiser wallet. Well, you let me know. You could just describe it. I don't necessarily need to put it up, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's one take on a wallet. I've done super minimal card holders. I've done bifolds. Speaking of which, this is the bifold that I'm talking about recently. This is the Pioneer wallet. I believe it's the Fly fold, but it opens up, card holders in either direction, and then you got space for your cash in there. Pretty minimal. I wouldn't say it's the most minimal, of course, but you've got that nice stitching pattern. Real minimal, real sort of like modern as well. No leather to be seen at all. But let's see, what did some of y'all say in the comments or in the chat about what you guys are rocking? Tim says, what's up, everyone? What's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. Dang, just had enough time to pour a glass of juice, says Ian. Let's see. Only wallet that matters is the Cruiser, says Chris. We got that. We covered that. Where's the Alpaca wallet? I think I sent it off, honestly. I didn't get a chance to check out the Alpaca, like, regular wallet, EDC wallet. They only sent me the travel wallet. So, needless to say, I'm not going to be using that on a daily basis. Kavi says, I'm currently using the Muji travel wallet because I like holding cash with my cards. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, I'm already a fan of all things Muji just because it's super minimal, super clean. Is the music too loud? I feel like it's a little too loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I think right there is good. So this is also a travel wallet, but where is, let's go wallet. Okay, so that's the one that Kavi has. This one right here. So you've got a little loop a little D-ring so you can carabine it to something else. You've got different colors. Pretty simple, straightforward, but it does the job. And at $11.90, I mean, that's hard to beat. that's hard to beat if you're going pure function. Oh, see, you've got zip pocket, mesh pocket, 4 card slots, and that back slot is for cash, I believe. Yeah. See, if you just need a place to put your money, and that's discreet, well, if you're traveling, this is it. This is it right here. Little elastic loop to keep the whole thing clean. Very nice. Very nice. Earl Oliver says, yo, what's up, Earl? Good to see you. Why not just make the cards in demo wallets, Pokemon or Magic cards? What do you mean? Why not make the cards in demo wallets, Pokemon or Magic cards? Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I don't have my collection with me. I think they're at my parents' house, to be honest. I only have like one booster that our boys over at Load Up Co sent over to me, or Lunarity Collective. But that's it. Like, all my Pokemon cards, they're at home, locked away in the vault. Mua22 says hi, Ron in chat. What's up, Mua? Good to see you. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Ian says, I got some news. There might be a 6.0. I'm gonna really be excited for, more so the 6.0 itself. Nice. Autocorrect changed bifold to buy food. And maybe it's trying to tell you something, Kavi. Maybe chat is trying to tell you that you need to buy some food. It's dinner time. Earl's using the Bellroy Apex Slim Sleeve. I feel like I've seen that before. Apex Slim Sleeve molded leather wallet. Is this the one? It's like a little frame, right? That's kind of cool. So you keep cards on either side, you fold the bills, and you put them in either pocket here. Is that a little pocket for a pen, or is that a pull tab? Oh, it's a pull tab that cascades the cards. That's legit. There's a few wallets that I have that's incorporated that sort of same functionality. It's like a little tab that you just make sure you nest your cards into, and then when you pull it out, it allows you. For example, I've got this wallet here from Trove Wallet. Let me do this real quick. So this is a super minimal one. I think it's a sister company of another like luggage or bag company, and their wallets are made entirely of like spare textiles. So these are all spare parts from like when they make their luggage and stuff. So as you can see, it's just elastic band construction, leather stitched, little debossing there, and then here's the tab I was talking about. I think, yeah, if you just pull, up it goes, and then it presents the cards to you. The only issue is that like with designs like these, unless there's like an actual mechanism built in where it slants the cards, like I'll show you with the Secret ID and the extra wallets, the cards all come out basically at like the same height. So if you pull this up, see how it like it slants, but just very, very minimally. So you can't, like, if these were all black cards of different varieties, black cards, if you were to just pull it up, you wouldn't be able to see which card was in front or in back, right? So it kind of defeats the purpose of cascading, although this does make it easier for you to grab whatever card you need because it presents itself out of the wallet itself. With the Bellroy Apex sleeve, as shown in the picture here, it seems like, maybe Earl, you can talk more about this, but if you pull the tab, it seems like it cascades it a little more than usual, so you can at least see like which card is behind the first card or whatever. But I mean, that's a good setup. $129, I would say this is on the more premium side, but if you wear or use a wallet every single day, you know, you're gonna get your money's worth, as long as the features line up with your purpose, right? Angelo says, Fook, what's up, Angelo? Good to see you, man. Kavi says, damn, these wallets look clean AF though. They do. Stacy Bolster Blades, what's up, Stacy? Good to see you. Says, good evening, y'all. Stopping in to say, hey, take care. Have a good dinner wherever you may be headed to. Thank you for stopping by. Mike says, smash that like button, everyone. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Smash that like button if you're enjoying yourself this fine Wednesday night. But here, that cascading motion I was telling you about, this is, I feel like Extra does it the best out of the ones I've seen. Watch. This is the Extra wallet, card holder, super minimal. You know, it's just an aluminum kind of sleeve. It limits how many cards you can put in it, but watch. If I just cascade this and I just do this, like, it very clearly shoots out the cards so that you can easily tell like what kind of cards are in there. And this is a little different because it orients the cards vertically as opposed to the previous wallet where it orients them horizontally. So you can kind of see the side a little more. Not that it makes too much of a difference, but the height that the cascading achieves is much higher and much more, I would say, uniform. Like some of them, when you push it, like oh, never mind, maybe not. Well, for the most part, it's pretty good. This is an older wallet, so maybe the mechanism's older. But sometimes, like, the wallets, the cards don't cascade evenly. So this would be sort of like the super minimal card holder option. And I really enjoy the fact that you could just press the button there with your pinky. And then the cards come up super easy. You don't have to, like, open your wallet and then go into it and see what needs to be opened and then, you know, do your thing, pay with this. Just press the button, pull the card out, and that's it. The only drawback of that, though, is that there's virtually no way to store any cash in here without sacrificing card space. So what I would do is I would just sacrifice a card slot and roll up like an emergency bill or something and stick it in there. But it wouldn't work if you needed every single one of those slots. You know what I mean? I mainly just have like ID, insurance card, and one like emergency debit credit card. The rest of it is on Apple Pay. So I don't really need to have so many things. Ian says the Exter doesn't shoot out cards consistently spaced though. In my experience, it does. I mean, that's pretty even, dude. I would say that it's not like, it depends on like, it really depends on how hard you push the button. Cause like, if you push it, here, let me do like an experiment here. If I were to just push it lightly, then they're still pretty evenly spaced, just less so. If I were to just jam on it, like, I think not all the cards get there. So if you look, 2 cards in the back didn't come out, right? So I think you have to finesse the trigger, and I think that should be the responsibility of Exter to make sure that the trigger is more consistent. So you have to use it for a while to get it to open consistently. But to your point, I think there could be improvements made to the trigger to make it more consistent. I've seen you do before in this live and the spacing change. Yes, exactly. And I believe I just addressed that. Henry G says, thanks, Earl. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I think my original point was that it spaces out each card a little more than, for example, the Trove that I just pulled out. Like if you were to just yank on the thing, it doesn't present the cards in a cascade, but rather they present them all just on top of each other. So you really can't see what's behind the first card. Whereas with the Exter, there's more space, although the consistency of the space leaves something to be desired. Henry G says, hello to the fans of the Sharp and Pointy and all the other EDC goodies Ron shares with us. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Speaking of Sharp and Pointy, it's a pair of 3, y'all. Live in Limpid Color. Back in its original glory. Well, not original. These are the Flytanium Lotus scales. Okay. I tuned that, sharpened it, made sure I lubed it. Everything looks good. And I just added, oh yeah, by the way, that's a Lynch Northwest titanium clip, deep carry clip. But I added something to the lanyard hole. Can you guys see that? If you guys can't see that, that's an Ultim lanyard tube from Rips Garage Tech. And I saw that they made that, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it. I would like to try out Ultim scales on the Para 3, but, you know, I do want a little bit of Ultim, and I love these titanium Lotus scales so much because it's pretty much the same, like, texturing and patterning as, you know, the Lynch Northwest and the Maximet Steel. Not texturing, it's like the same color, basically. And I didn't want to, like, jar that with Ultim scales, so gotta add a little touch of Ultim, you know what I mean? So, the lip barely shows. I think it's, like, 1 millimeter, but I think it's enough, you know. And you can see, if I didn't have the lanyard on there, you can see it much more clearly. No, don't focus on me. See that? It's there. So I could take the lanyard off and just have it there, but, you know, it's subtle, just the way I like it. Ultanium, did I say that out loud? I think I was trying to say titanium Ultim. Ian, you got me. Your supersonic bat ears got it. Ultanium. I think it's gonna happen, guys. Like, somebody's gonna make some crazy marbled, like, scales that incorporate shards of titanium and shards of ultim together in a resin composite scale. Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. Henry G says, I'm spending so much on goods, there's no money to be put in a wallet. See, that's another that's another problem we have with this specific community. You know what I mean? Like, we're always chasing grails, we're always doing the big, and we usually don't have a lot of leftover funds to be sticking in a wallet. So this is why, combine that with the fact that everything is mostly digitized these days in 2024, do we even really need a wallet? You know, is that truly important, or is it enough to just, you know, if you're carrying an EDC pouch, let's say you have a Data water slider or something like that, maybe in a small fry, you just fold a couple bills, throw it in there, and you're done. Your cards, throw it in there, and you're done. And it sits there right next to your knife, your flashlight, you know, your keys, stuff like that, and just incorporate it into your sling or your larger EDC loadout. That might be the way to go. Speaking of spending so much on goods, Blade Show was this past weekend. I know Ian went. I know Brad, he's not here, I don't think, but Brad went. How'd you guys like it? Did you have a good time? I think it was Ian's second Blade Show Atlanta appearance, and Chris went as well. I heard y'all saw Jackson there. Dude, I'm seeing the coverage, and I'm very sad that I didn't go. But it looks like it was a ton of fun. Everybody's showing out, having a good time, and that's how it should be, you know what I mean? Serial Hobbyist says, I've been carrying a rustic heirloom for a while now. Rustic heirloom. Let's see. Rustic heirloom wallet. Rustic heirloom is the brand, I'm assuming. So we got the Hitchhiker wallet, the Drifter, the Scanty. See, if I were to pick one, I feel like my style would be the Drifter or the Scanty. Just like very minimal slip style. Minimal bifolds. I haven't really messed with leather too much. The only brand that I've really been messing around with to any degree is OpenSea Leather. I've got a few wallets from them. Here, let me show you this one that I put in mileage in. I think, where is it? It's hiding somewhere. Oh, here it is. I think it's the Topsider LT. But I just really like that almost like plum color. But, you know, this is along the same lines of the card holder, right? You got the cognac color on the inside. Or it's even maybe just nude, but no, cognac. So you have the flap that, so you have the piece of leather that retains the flap, and then you've got your one quick access card slot, and then the rest of them go in here. So normally I would just do it this way. And that way you have the one credit card or whatever it is that you use most often in the front, and then the rest of them. And I appreciate the fact that it's just like a pocket. So, you know, you can throw one key in there. You could throw emergency bills in there. Just fold things up. There's a little flexibility involved. And over time, the leather will patina and wear and get nice and flexible too. So you combine that with the awesome stitch work that's done here. You know, you get a very solid leather wallet. So I put some time in just because, like, I never really gravitated towards leather goods in the first place. I'm very much like minimalist, synthetic, polyester goods or soft goods. But, you know, I wanted to give leather a fair shake. You know what I mean? So I've done that with the OpenSea leather wallets. I've done that with the leather Orbikiki organizers. And, you know, I think it just really depends on what mood I'm in. Like, sometimes I'll get tired of the blackout, the minimalist, and I'll decide to just be like, you know what? Let's slow it down a bit. Let's do the leather and enjoy myself a little bit. And it feels good. I mean, there's obviously a texture, a feel with leather that you don't ever get with polyester, X-Pack, or anything like that, because, you know, that's just how the materials differ. Brandon said a shout out to Ghost Stuffs. Yeah, Ghost Lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm using their stack. I think for my protein, I've been using Muscle Milk, but everything else from let's see, they're like their daily greens, the intro workout, hydration, and shaker bottle has been Ghost. Let's see, I think my pre-workout I've been using Alani Nu, just because like I've been looking for a specific flavor, and I think it's like Galaxy Lemonade or something. So good. But that's my pre. Everything else mostly is Ghost. Ian says, this year's comparisons and nostalgia were the thieves of joy. Ah, that's unfortunate, man. Well, I mean, I wasn't there to kind of compare from first year, but I feel like each meeting, each sort of like Blade show has its magic, you know what I mean? Because like there's different people there every time, different types of coverage, and you went to the biggest one of the year, so I'm sure there was solid coverage of everything. OpenSea Leather makes great wallets. I've owned a couple of them too, says Serial Hobbyist. Yes, absolutely. Mikey got me to order an alpaca, but I feel like I'm in limbo because I haven't heard from them in a few weeks, but got confirmation that they received my orders, says Henry G. You should reach out. Just email customer support. Just be like, hey, any update on my order? Because if it's confirmed, then, I mean, usually they're pretty quick with shipping. So I would see if you could reach out and see if customer support can take care of you. Travax Contour lived in my pocket for years. I've seen Travax. I think it's too hardcore for me. Like the way their wallets are set up. Except it's ultra slim wallets for the, what is it? For the, what was their tagline? Did you see that? Ultra slim wallets for the minimalists. I mean, we'll see. The original 2.0. The freedom. But look, it's, maybe it's thin, but like it's really intense. You know what I mean? Like the paracord weaved throughout, and then like the jimping here for your hands, and what I can only assume is like a pry bar, a lanyard hole here. Oh, it's double stacked. See, I feel like this isn't as ultra thin as you might think. You know what I mean? Because like for example, like this extra card holder, this is ultra thin. All right. And I mean, let's measure it, but you got to take into account the thickness of the paracord too, right? Like that ends up being like a good over ½ inch of thickness, right? And depending on how many cards, like, and that goes with all of the stack style wallets, where if you have 20 cards in there, it's gonna be thicker. If you have 5 cards, it's gonna be thinner, right? Which makes sense, right? So maybe they're toting that it's the thinnest wallet ever, because they're technically not lying if it's only 1 card. But who's to say? 15 card capacity. Nice. How did you like the Travax? Ian says, I always get Travax and Tyvek twisted. What's Tyvek? That sounds familiar too. Oh, it's also a wallet company? No way. Oh no, it's I knew it was something with like contract work, because I see it plastered on like building sites. So it's just sheetrock wrap? Home wrap. Okay. Did somebody write Tyvek wallets in the search? Tyvek. Oh, this is somebody making a wallet with Tyvek material. I mean, there you go, Ian. Now you don't ever have to confuse Travax with Tyvek. You have Tyvek wallets here. Let's see. Earl says, Speakeasy Leather has some of the dope wallets. I spend way too much on wallets for sure. Close to 20 in my rotation. In your rotation? That's crazy. I thought you were gonna say close to 20 like that you've had in the past. Let's see. Speakeasy Leather. Are they okay? Here's my question for you. Are they all leather wallets, Earl? Like out of the 20 that you have in the rotation, are they all leather wallets of different capacities, or do you experiment with like your Ridge wallets or your Exters or your money clips? Damn. Standard turnaround time 12 weeks minimum. They are busy bees. Let's see what they got. I think there's nothing here because they're slammed. Oh, here we go. Custom wallets. That's cool. There's 2 buttons on it. That's sick. So it seems like they use like really like top quality leather, like thicker leather. This is like top grain. I don't know anything about wallets. Or I don't know anything about leather. So please correct me if I'm just spitballing here. Did I see a yellow one? You know what's funny? I saw this glow and I thought it was Ultim for a second. I thought it was like Ultim folded over and it was an Ultim. I thought it was an Ultim wallet. But no, it's just a green sheen leather. That's cool. I mean, I wish I think I just don't know enough about leather wallets to really speak on them to any degree, especially the leather types. But I can judge the ones that come across my table, and there have been a few. This one from Harbor London, I've never used it, but it's vertical. It's got two sets of slots for cards, middle sections, and then there's magnets in there. So if you just keeps it shut, gotta enjoy the magnetic closures. I mean, speaking of magnetic closures, there's been one wallet that's been in the rotation forever. I'm sure y'all can recite that by name. You know what? Here it is. The Reform Carry, 01 and 02. One has a coin sleeve pocket. Ugh. The other one is just cards, but the beauty of it is there's magnets built into it, and it's made from Hypalon material, so it's that zipper pull material, super robust, and you know, it's simple and clean. It's got one quick access pocket here, and the rest are inside. I mean, it has the same limitations as other super minimal card wallets and card holders in that you can mostly only hold cards and not too much money capacity for cash. And at least this coin sleeve has integrated a pocket here so that, you know, you can put whatever you might need, whatever paraphernalia you might need in there. Let's say an air tag or 1 or 2 keys, or maybe your lucky RE. You can just throw it in there, just keep it with you. But anything else, there's really no capacity for any of that. Ian says, if it was really a speakeasy, they should have a password to enter the site since speakeasies were secretive. Well, maybe there's a password to enter the site when they open up orders again, because right now the turnaround is 3 months. So maybe when their capacity goes down, they'll slowly start distributing a little password, swordfish, to get in on their orders. Dango wallets are sick too. I know they're not too popular, but I like the style, says Serial Hobbyist. I do like Dango wallets. I think like it just depends on what type of wallet you gravitate towards, because no matter what brand makes the wallet, if it's not a certain type of wallet, I end up not using it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I got this Dango here. I think this is the T01 wallet, and of course, like, keep dropping things. We got Ultim in the mix, right? Ultim frame. Looks cool, takes a great picture. It's got a clear silicone kind of like loop band to hold everything together. It's a stack style wallet. So there's 2 carbon fiber plates. There's 2 carbon fiber plates here and on the back there that you just start putting cards in, and it'll expand as your card capacity, as your card count increases. So capacity will increase. However, I just find that I'm not a big fan of the stack style silicone bound wallets to begin with, because like maybe I've been spoiled by the wallets that cascade the cards, because once you have that cascading effect, you can easily see what card is there, and you can easily access them too. It's not just about seeing it. When the cards are presented at an angle like that, you can easily reach in for one and grab whichever one you need. With stack, it's really kind of like difficult to get to a specific card without pulling them all out and then fanning them. And fanning them takes a decent amount of force, right? Like, I'm not, maybe I'm just a bitch. I don't want to like, I don't want to use my strength to any degree, but there's more steps involved, right? But with some of these like quick release cascading wallets, it's an easy access to each of these cards. So I just never gravitated towards the stack. And maybe that's why I'm not using Ridge wallets either, you know, or haven't, you know, pulled the trigger on a triple digit wallet in order to try it, because I know I'm not going to be using the type of wallet. Like, I just don't enjoy that type of wallet. Ian says, hard-sided expanding wallets are irksome, hard to select a specific card. Yeah, I said it just like that, Ian. Just like that. You're on point with the technical explanations, Ian. Thank you. Earl says he carries the Reform a lot too. There you go. I feel like you're outside of Brandon EDM. Actually, no. Brandon EDM gave me the first Reform wallet I tried, but he didn't use it himself. It wasn't his style. He runs like a Gucci wallet. I think you're the actual first person I've run into in the wild that is using or has been using a Reform wallet to any degree. So props to you. Hey, cheers to you, man. Nothing but water in here, but cheers. Serial Hobby says, no offense, Ron, but I can't stand the stacking cards or slide out card wallets. I don't like the fact that my wallet has a potential to break or malfunction. That's true. That's true. Like, I think like any wallet that has a mechanism, right, may have the potential to break. Have you personally had a mechanism wallet that's that has broken in the past? Because I've been running these extra wallets for years, up until recently. You know, I've been using the Reform Carry a lot more now, but I've never had an issue where the mechanism itself like craps out on me, just because like, I mean, I don't know how simple it is, but I feel, let me see if there's like a way to show, no, not tracker card. How do button press wallets work? I just want a diagram, you know what I mean? Card ejector wallets. Cause like, if there's nothing delicate like springs or, I don't know, I'm just trying to come up with random stuff here. If there's not something that's like proprietary that breaks and you have to send it in to get it replaced, like if it's just like a wedge, like an angular wedge here. Oh god, this is like a very unprepared explanation. But like, for example, if the inside of this wallet is like angled like this, right? And then when you press the button in, it's a rectangle that pushes against this wedge, and then when this button goes in, this platform moves up. So it just slides, right? And that presents the cards. Like, it's not a too complex of a mechanism that it's liable to break very easily. And I feel like a lot of these companies that like Extra and Secret ID, if they don't have a warranty to back their primary feature, I wouldn't buy from them either. Like, I feel like I haven't really seen bad reputation or bad reviews on Extra or Secret ID based on like faulty mechanisms that they didn't rectify if you had sent it in. Let me see. I tend to keep my most used cards on the top of my pile and the rest sits towards the back of the deck. Yeah. Oh, you've seen it firsthand. That doesn't mean that every wallet will have the same problem, but I didn't like the potential for it to fail. Okay, fair enough. And like, yeah, like if you can eliminate that potential for it to fail with a wallet that is just static and you can just use it as is without any moving parts, all the better for you, dude. I definitely respect that. Barbarian says, metal new phone, sorry. Trevor, my dango is metal and leather and it's minimal. Nice. What's up, Mikey? Good to see you, dude. Did you say that you have a new phone? What did you get? He says, what's up, EDC sluts? I'm using a very minimal Dango wallet. Nice. We just talked about Dango wallets a little bit. Does Dango have other wallet types besides the stack? Or wait, how did Ian say it? Hard-sided expanded wallets. Or hard-sided expandable wallets. My friend's Extra isn't sliding the cards out as nice as it did in the beginning, says Serial Hobbyist. Yeah, that's true. If you use it every day, day in and day out, you would think like whatever lube or whatever like mechanism they got in there is gonna be like worn down, there's less friction and isn't working as well. What is their warranty? That's actually a good topic. Extra wallets warranty. So it seems like they got a 2-year warranty. All wallets and accessories, 2-year warranty. Over 2-year warranty protects your manual defects. Yeah, so 2-year warranty, but yeah, like Serial Hobbyist said, if you can avoid the problem altogether, then why not? And if it's like a trivial improvement compared to other wallets, then yeah, definitely. Mikey says he finally switched to the dark side and got an iPhone 15 Pro. Yeah, you got to get used to. Are you texting like pushing the buttons, or are you doing swiping? because swipe texting is like much faster, but you gotta get used to it. But nice, iPhone 15 Pro, that's the one I want. Is this sick? Are you enjoying the photos that you're able to take with that thing? It's pretty cool. Earl just picked up the new M4 iPad Pro 13. There you go. Damn. What you gonna be doing on that, dude? That is like ultra computing power. That's awesome. Let's see what else. Did I see Kettle One somewhere here? Aaron Perez has been rocking the Reform during the week and a Cruiser 4.0 on the weekends. There you go. You like spicing up your wallet life. Reforms for work, and the Cruiser 4.0 is for the days you're gonna be knocking back them beers with the homies. Nice. Kavi says your music's always such a bop, dude. I have a playlist. I can't just you know, put Spotify on and just hit random. It's gotta have some good beats. Serial Hobby says, Ron, I know today is about wallets, but maybe someday we can chat about fountain pens and inks. Keeping it in the EDC realm, of course. Hey, dude, we don't even have to keep it in the DC realm. This is live, so we've gone on Gundam tangents, we've gone on anime tangents. We had a whole episode dedicated to an anime watch party with Mr. Chris Valdez. So we can talk about whatever you want, bro. I released a short this morning on cleaning my fountain pen. Where is it? This boy right here. And I don't know, I'm really into the swing of like talking about what excites me in the world of EDC. And this is one of those things, man, like the writing experience that you get with fountain pens is super fun. Here, opening it up, like even the feed, and then maybe the feed material inside isn't Ultim, but like the feed encasement is Ultim. And then you've got like a gold nib. Oh my god. Like aesthetically this card is like, aesthetically this pen is 100, but I have to make an ink selection, and I think I've decided. I think I'm gonna do that Iroshizuku Tsukiyo from Pilot, and it looks really cool. I have to like show you this real quick. It's for you, serial hobbyist. But like this, look at this. This looks so cool. I mean, I know like my handwriting is not going to be this big blob where you can see the different like textures and stuff, but it's got like hints of red in there. Like what? That's crazy. That's so cool. I mean, I don't think it's iridescent, but I can appreciate the subtle nuances in texture change or in color change. Kavi says, yes, sir. The inks are so pretty. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm here if anyone's up for stationary tangent, says Kavi. Oh, I don't know much about paper, but I feel like I would love to. I use Leuchtturm notebooks right now, and I enjoy the paper. I've been noticing that some paper just doesn't work. Like I'll be using inks and it just bleeds everywhere, and it's just bad. So we can talk about anything. You know what I mean? Pens, paper, inks. Anime. Chris says we about to bring the anime streams back. Let's go. Hey, Kaiju episode number 9. Let's stream 10 or 11 when it comes out. Yeah, but I mean, each of these lives, I choose a topic. Honestly, serial hobbyist, I choose a topic just so I can kind of run it back with you guys and give you guys a baseline on what we're going to be talking about today. Just because, you know, in the beginning, chat needs to warm up a little bit, kind of get into the groove. You know, Ian comes out with his fists swinging, but everybody else, you know, we gotta ease into it a little bit. So, you know, I'll talk about wallets, and then wherever the conversation takes us, we golden. And I feel like my definition of EDC is a little more loose than other EDC creators out there on YouTube in the nets, because I feel like EDC can be whatever it is that helps you get your job done. You know, your routine, your purpose, whatever you define that as. Some people don't include a pen. Others start with a pen because they have a ritual of journaling first thing in the morning, you know, writing down gratitudes, you know, debriefing at the end of the day, all that stuff. And I want to get into the spirit of like being more mindful of all that. So if it's your EDC, we got you, dude. We got you. Ian says, look up the Monterey Kitty Hawk. What is that? Monterey Kitty Hawk. Is it an axe? Oh, it's a watch. So this is what I've been missing out on, these conversations, because I had no idea this even existed. I haven't been active in the Monterey chat in a while, just because I've been having a lot of things going on offline. But That's cool. Look at that. Leather strap. How big is that? 50 millimeter. Oh no, 50 M. Just kidding. Nice. Do you have this, Ian? What do you think of it? That's cool. I feel like the crown is a little big for my taste based on what I'm seeing here. It's like it's a fat crown. But I mean, to each his own. To each his own. Serial Hobbyist says, I probably have over 100 bottles of ink and close to 100 pens. You think you have a problem? What? 100 bottles? I'm about to have my first. This Sukiyo is literally my first foray into, I wouldn't even say it's a custom ink, because I feel like you and Kavi would laugh in my face if I said that was a custom ink. It's definitely not custom, right? It's not like a custom color or anything like that. But this is the first time I'm going to be filling an ink converter with ink from a bottle and putting it in a pen instead of, you know, using whatever pen comes in whatever cartridges. So this is gonna be cool. Mikey Barbarian Bronny says EDC can be anything useful to you. Yes, EDC is basically anything useful to you that you need on a regular basis, right? Because that would be the only thing that differentiates EDC from just like any useful thing ever, right? Ian says, likely I said it's likely to be my first auto. Likely? So you haven't made a decision yet? Because I know you've been eyeing Hamilton field watches for a long time. And field watches is basically your jam. I wouldn't call this a field watch, though. This is a lot classier than that, I feel. Not classy, but like it's for a different, it's like more formal occasion. And I think the like alligator straps lend to that a lot. Like if you were to get this watch and then outfit it with some field straps or perhaps a nylon strap, I feel like that would be more your speed, Ian, because this is like a dress watch. But I mean, that's up to you, sir. Barbarian Bronny says, use my code, Ian. No one does. Do it. Use Mikey's code. Mikey, what's your code, man? Hamilton and Bulova, except Bulova will blow a hole in the wallet that we spoke about earlier today. Hamilton is a little more accessible, I feel. And then, of course, I think this Monterey watch company, Kitty Hawk EK, is the most. Well, feel free to use Mikey Barbarian Bronny's code, but if you want to use my code Purpose, go ahead and use that. I think it saves you 25% off. So, up to you, man. Chris Valdez says, okay, gotta go, guys. Gotta catch the Mavs game. Hey, take it easy. Enjoy the game, dude. Ian says, the face is very field watchy to me. Has all the design cues of a field watch face. It does, but, you know, a watch isn't just the face, right? It's the straps, it's the crown, it's the accessories that you put on with it, at least in my opinion. So I would say that, you know, the alligator straps aren't very field watchy. Mikey says, I was thinking about getting a Seiko SK dress. I've been so into dive and GMT watches. There you go. Earl says Celtics in 4. Uh-oh. Perhaps. I haven't been watching this series, but ooh, Celtics in 4. What's the current score? What's the current series score? Kavi says, talking about watches though, I'm in a Seiko. Oh, there you go. I'm into Omega and I can't afford to be. I literally can't. Serial Hobbyist says, inks are addictive. Prepare to have inky fingers. It happens to everyone. Yeah, I had inky fingers trying to clean this, dude. I mean, all I did was I got a little like bowl of warm water and I just dunked the parts in there. And then for the feed, I made sure I ran it under like a stream of cold water just to kind of get all the loosened inks out of there. Earl, the current score is Celtics 2-0, and you're saying the Celtics in 4? Okay, yeah, I mean, that's tough. Two game deficit, that's pretty tough. But you're thinking about sweep? Uh-oh. I haven't watched the Mavs play or the Celtics play, so I don't know like what state they're in, but I mean, if you're saying almost, baby. Almost. Hold up, guys. Girly always wants some attention. You know how it is. Oh, let's see. If I dive into auto watches, it probably would be a $500 to $800 field watch, hence a Hamilton or a Bulova. It's not Celtics, it's Celtics. Kavi, how good of a deal are we talking? I'll definitely get a nice Seiko in Japan because you can get a really good deal of them in them secondhand shops. Ooh. I mean, going to Japan in general, I mean, if you went to Japan just to get a Seiko, like, make it a trip, Mikey. Go to Tokyo, enjoy the food, enjoy the sights, bro. Make it a trip and get you a damn good Seiko. Kavi says, my bro saved a good $300 on getting one a month ago. Boom. Done. I want to go back to Japan. It's so fun. The food was amazing. Like, and then I went to like some anime shops. Oh, so fun. I went to a Pokemon Center. I went to a Gundam, the big old like RX-78 Gundam that they had on display that I think they've since taken down since I was there. That like moves and it's a whole thing and it's life size. And then I also went to a Final Fantasy cafe because Final Fantasy is the first Final Fantasy VII, first RPG that I played as a kid. So a lot of nostalgic like childhood vibes. And yeah, that was real fun. Japan is a bucket list location for me, no lie, says Mikey. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Kavi says Japanese people tend to want Western brands so badly, so the prices for Seiko is much lower. Oh, because the demand is just that much lower. Interesting. That is very interesting. But yeah, let's see. Did I cover everything I wanted to talk about for wallets? I mean, right now I'm using the Groove wallet trace. So this big old slidey one. And to be honest, like, I've actually run into, back to what Serial Hobbyist was saying, I've run into an issue where like if you put one too many, if you don't like, oh, it happened right now, look, like it jams sometimes, like that gap between the two cards. Oh, and now it doesn't work, see? So I've found that this happens when I don't apply enough pressure to the faceplate. Like if I apply pressure on it, then inside the mechanism will go. But then if I don't apply enough pressure, a card will slip behind the mechanism that opens it, and it just jams. And this is the first mechanical wallet that I've had jam on me. So now I'm over here just like trying it. So I probably won't be using this much longer, honestly. And I've been using the Reform Carry wallet a lot. And since I tried this Groove Wallet Trace, I was like, man, I miss the mechanical wallets. So I might go back to using the extra for a little bit just because I had been using it for years before I switched out. And it's clean to me, you know. I only have a few cards that I use. It fits in there and it's all good. So let's see. Siri Hobby says, Kavi, tons of fantastic fountain pen brands out there too, much cheaper in Japan. See, the next trip I go to Japan, I'm definitely going to pick up fountain pens, inks, and all that's paper, like stationery, because before I didn't know about it. So my first haul when I went back from Japan was like snacks. And I brought back two Gunpla kits, because I was like, you know, I think they were much cheaper and easier to get in Japan, obviously. So I brought those back. But now going into it, I'm much deeper into EDC. I know a lot more now about fountain pens than I did when I went, which was nothing. I didn't know anything about fountain pens. So I think this trip's going to be starkly different, and it's going to be bad for my wallet. Glass pens. Oh my goodness. Sailor Platinum Pilot. What did you just say? Are those secret words? I just typed it all in. Sailor or Platinum or Pilot. Oh, those are all brands. Okay, because I think I saw the Sailor brand. It was one of the inks that I put on my Insta story. Oh my goodness. For the best writing nib experience from Japan, is it the Sailor 21K? Or is the Pilot or Platinum a contender? Oof. Tough. Kavi says, I'll definitely get a big luggage filled with stationery and Gunplas. Yeah, that's what I did, dude. Oh my god. I had problems like fitting the Gunpla kits like in my luggage. I was like I put that in first, and then like I shaped my clothing around it. Priorities. Isn't Bulova owned by Citizen? It might be. Yes. Has owned since 2008. Yeah. Yep. Siri Hobby says, Ron, does the nib section come out of that Ultim pen for easy cleaning? I think it does, because on the Big IG Design website, they say that the nibs are interchangeable. So I think there's a way for it to come out, but I don't know how to. And I'm not gonna attempt anything more serious than simply just like pulling on it, because I don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? Because then if I mess it up, I'm gonna be screwed. These are I think these are Kawako nibs, Kawako feeds and nibs. Ian says Citizen also makes a field watch I want to try, but it's probably quartz. Coffee says another thing I want to check out more are wax seals, because Japan has really good designs lately. Ooh, wax seals. See, I've been curious about wax seals, but then I never have a reason to use them. Like, I do not mail letters. I give birthday cards, so I guess like I could do that, but like I just buy birthday cards from, you know, Target. So if I ever like get into like graphic design heavier, or like, you know, want to make my own cards or get into it, or have the time to like go like hardcore on it, then wax seals maybe. Elijah, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? He says what's up. What's up, Eli? Good to see you, dude. Catching us right at the end, bro. I'm about to go get some dinner. Kavi, what wax seal are you gonna get? Like family crest, or like a cool design that you just like? Dude, nice. What did y'all eat? Because I'm pretty hungry. I think tonight, we're gonna make some like soup dumplings and rice. It's a hot day, but dumplings sound nice. Eli says, well, it was good to stop by. I haven't seen Alive in a while. Enjoy dinner, bro. Hey, thank you for stopping by, dude. Hopefully you catch the replay. Otherwise, perhaps I will catch you on a future live stream live. Shall be fun. Coffee says, family crest and some traditional designs in general. Nice. Very cool. Get some Seigai Ha in. Get some wind bars in. I mean, there's so many motifs out there. Ian says, why do all birthday cards suck? Seems like all greeting cards are something you buy because you feel like you have to, but all the designs suck. I feel like you just have had a very bad experience with birthday cards from what I'm seeing, because like I feel like for me, like the way I choose birthday cards is like the messaging on it. You know what I mean? And it's tailored to the person too. Like if somebody has like a lot of humor or likes a good laugh, then I'll choose one of those like joke cards. Not that the joke is any good, but it's more of the sentiment and the thought of you getting the card for them. And then it's also like the message that you write inside with your awesome calligraphy fountain pen and custom inks that we've been talking about. And then you pay for the card and the custom inks with that wallet that we've been talking about. See, everything ties together, you know, EDC, everything ties together. But Ian, if all birthday cards suck so bad, maybe you should make your own. You should figure out what type of birthday cards really hit the spot for you and make your own. I would love to buy one. Let me know when you get that done. Serial Hobby says Japan stationery is out of this world. You could drop bans if you don't control yourself. Uh-oh. Before we go, what's the number one thing you look for in stationery? This is a question for you too, Kavi. Because like I can read about like archival pages and inks and weights and stuff, but I don't know jack about it, right? All I know is it lined, is it blank, is it dot grid, and that's it. And then I know of reputable brands like Leuchtturm or Rhodia, but that's it. I don't know any Japanese brands about stationery or what to look for in good stationery, because I feel like personally it's a lot about feel and how the ink reacts on the pen or retains, like, you know, whatever, and not bleed and all that stuff. And I haven't really been in, like, I think the only Japanese store I've been in is like Kinokuniya, and I could test out pens, but I can't exactly test out all the different stationaries. So it is a gaping wide rabbit hole for me to jump into, and it's right there, and I feel like I'm gonna fall into it at some point today. So Let's see. Fook says BJ cards suck because you aren't writing the message, so they all feel disingenuous. See, that's true. Because like, well, I guess maybe I should have had some context. The cards that I typically choose are pretty straightforward. Like they're very minimal. Like if it was to like my buddy, it would say like happy birthday bro in the front and nothing on the inside, so I can write my whole message on the inside. Like I care a lot less about what's on the inside because I'm gonna write that message anyway. And then on the front, I would just choose, I would tailor the color or the look or the message on the front based on who it is I'm buying it for. But that's it, you know what I mean? Coffee says, I love brush pens. It's my go-to pen for writing and drawing. Give me a brush pen and I'll use it for eternity. Nice. I think there was a period of time I got into brush pens a lot, like the Fudenosuke pens. I think I don't even know if that's right, but I really enjoy that a little bit. Serial says, Ron, just make sure you buy good paper notebooks for fountain pen ink. Most Western paper is trash. Oh God. Okay, for sure. I'll start there. Let's see. Mikey asked, Ian, would you get a Bulova over a Seiko? That is a tough question. If money wasn't an issue, then I feel like it would just come all down to design language and what your preferences are. Ian says he'd check out a Seiko if it was a field watch. My Ultra 2 is pretty field watchy with the hunter green NATO-ish strap, except it's a smartwatch. I feel like that's blasphemy to say, bro. Yeah. Stick to Tomoe River paper or something similar. Okay, I have to look that up. Tomoe. I still haven't. I don't know. I have an Ultra Series 8, I think, and I haven't worn it in a while. So I'm still very like on the fence when it comes to like smartwatches versus analog watches. I mean, I'm wearing a lot of analog watches. I like the utility of smartwatches. I just don't like, recently I've been on a kick of like being offline more, being more analog, and just really honing in on what it is I need to do and see. So turning off notifications, things like that. So I haven't really had an urge to like pop a smartwatch on and get all the notifications and have all my apps at my fingertips. But I don't know. Ian says if money wasn't an option, I'd make a Rolex field watch. Ooh, there you go. That's pretty cool. Like the cream of the crop field watch. That'd be interesting to see. Coffee says my comic teacher got me a brush pen to experiment more on my art style, and it's literally the best gift ever. Aw, that's awesome. That's very cool. Well, feel good vibes all around. On that note, I am headed to dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this session of the Live with Purpose live streams. We talked about wallets, and then we talked about fountain pens and watches and paper and the prospect of bringing anime streams back. So we have a lot of fun here on this channel. So if you enjoy this one, please hit the thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. And until next time, live with purpose, and I will see you next week. All right? Take care. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. Live with purpose. Peace.